Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Remember that in this reading, you take clues, right? You take clues and you build that little puzzle so that you can come to your own conclusions. Again, hence why I say take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, for different people, this reading will resonate in such an incredibly different way. Okay, again, because it's you practicing your own intuition, you tuning in through your own experiences. Okay, all right, let's see. And for those of you guys who want to watch the link to the extended is down in the description box below. Okay, I'm going to go into your past, present, future position, who and what is coming towards you, what is in your challenge position, how to overcome that challenge, and what is in your opportunity. Now, for those of you guys who have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. You guys have no idea. It really helps support me and my channel. It helps the channel grow, continue growing. And of course, commenting down below also helps support me and the channel. Even if it's just commenting down one of those cute little emojis, that really, really helps it grow. Okay, now right off the bat, I see a few energies coming through the reading. You could potentially be dealing with the sign of Aries. I see the sign of, what is that? Pisces energy, Taurus. What else do we have here? Whatever other sign of the zodiac, doesn't necessarily have to be any of those. But let's go ahead and start off first with your dominant energy using this deck. Okay, so you are starting with the dominant energy. Ooh, with the dominant energy, that's not it. Okay. All right, with the dominant energy of the universe has a message for you. We've got the cards that are talking already. Drum roll. Okay, now that's it. That feels right. Aries energy. Okay, whenever I get a specific sign, I like to get a general one. So some of you guys could be dealing with an Aries, which we will also read that out to you. Oh, 2 signs. Okay, look at that. Gemini, Aries. Let's get a general one. What is a general energy here? Telling you lots of information for you in this reading. Lots of information. I mean, you're literally getting 3. I usually get only 2. So the first one, Aries, you could be dealing with an Aries, the number 82, 8, 9, 10. If you see number 10, 10, okay, something here having to do with completion. Maybe you're completing a cycle with an Aries. Positive traits of an Aries. For some, either this is you embodying the traits of an Aries, or you could be dealing with an Aries or somebody here who embodies the traits of an Aries. Doesn't necessarily have to be an Aries. The positive traits are this person is very passionate, driven, energetic, restless, leader, and very ambitious. Impulsive are their negative traits. Impatient, negative trait. Aggressive, mood swings, and angers very easily. Look at that. It looks like Wonder Woman, right? Gorgeous woman there. Wonder Woman. Aries energy. The warrior. It says here, I am impulsive, irrational, and selfish. I push this situation and I push this connection to its breaking point. I'm sorry for causing so much conflict in our lives. So somebody here might be causing a lot of chaos, conflict. They might be very pushy, very aggressive, and they're here to say sorry, okay? You might be ending something with this person. There could be a cycle that is closing out or has closed out. A Gemini. Positive traits of a Gemini: adaptable, outgoing, intelligent, curious, energetic, perceptive, witty, okay? Indecisive are the negative traits, right? We know these negative traits of Gemini. Indecisive, impulsive, unreliable, nosy, bored easily, unstable, and very fickle. Okay, so Gemini, it's that double sign. Okay, the double-sided sign. And the message here is, I'm not always there when people need me, when you need me the most. Instead of trying to comfort you, I just jump ship because I can't deal with my own emotions, let alone yours. Whether you're doing this person's doing this towards you. Somebody here is just, kind of leaving the situation when it gets difficult, when it gets complicated. They've got a lot going on, whether, again, this is you or somebody around you. 84 is a number there showing up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12. Okay, if you see number 12, 12 or 333. Open up the lines of communication. Communication will be very necessary in this situation. third party situation. Some of you guys might be involved in a third party situation. Again, this doesn't necessarily have to just be love or lovers. A third party situation, a third party energy can literally be anyone, okay? For example, at work, it could be a third person that they hire or that's getting in the way of your project or, you know, just butting into the situation. It could be, you know, a third person that is just kind of gossiping about you. It could be a family member in a connection, a friend. It could be a relationship. Of course, it can be for some a lover, but third party situation that is kind of creating conflict. Okay, the number 5. If you see number 5, 555 anywhere, 505, 555, then that is something here indicating change. Something is about to change. Something is changing or has to change. It says here third party situation. In this case, it is a lover, right? There's a woman there crying and she's seeing that man with another woman and she's saying, why is this happening? Okay, so again, it could literally be anybody, but a main character or the side piece, another person is getting in the way of the situation, the relationship, the job, the career, the connection, feeling betrayed and second guessing their self-worth. Somebody here feels betrayed, they're second guessing their self-worth. If this is you, this could be you feeling this way. I'm making you feel inadequate because I'm choosing someone over you. I regret the pain that I am causing you due to my selfishness and my physical needs. You are not deserving, you don't deserve being treated as an option. So somebody here might be feeling like they're treated like an option, but somebody here is, you know, kind of being honest with themselves and saying, hey, you know what? This person's very selfish. They're only, you know, kind of doing this because of their own selfish needs, their own physical needs, their selfish behavior. And so they are causing another person pain. Again, whether you towards them towards you. We're going to figure out what this is all about. At the bottom of the deck, however, I see good news, the Ace of Pentacles. Not everything is all bad, okay? For a lot of you guys, if you are looking for money opportunities, the money opportunities are headed your way, okay? There's going to be some kind of a breakthrough financial situation coming in. The universe offering you more money opportunities to make more money. If this is all about your career, your career is going to take off, okay? And for others of you, if you're looking for commitment, there will be commitment being offered to you, okay? Commitment in a relationship, in a connection, business, job, whatever this is. Something solid, something grounded, building upon something. This is also new beginnings, okay? Some kind of a new beginning that has a potential for long-term success, for long-term growth, for long-term, you know, abundance, money, that kind of thing. We're going to see, okay? But that's really, really good already. Now, in your challenge position, you have here the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Emperor. So I feel that, yeah, in your challenge position, somebody here is juggling. They're juggling to things, to people, to situations. They're juggling, should I do this? Should I do that? If this is you just juggling like too many things at once, it doesn't have anything to do with, you know, love or whatever competition. That could just mean that you right now are feeling overwhelmed. You know, you feel challenged as to, you know, kind of get your schedule in order because you feel like you're being pulled in different directions. But again, don't let yourself, you know, be pulled in different directions. It's all about prioritizing. Prioritize what you need to do. Create a task list. I feel like this could be a very productive week for you if you focus. Now, I'm sensing that for others of you, if this is some kind of a third-party situation, which for some it is, somebody is unsure of what they want, right? They're juggling to people, to situations, to things, and they're undecided. Again, this could be you or somebody that you are dealing with. I feel like there are secrets still, okay? There are still secrets that are making this a little bit more challenging than it needs to be. Somebody here withholding information from you or you from them. Somebody here not really speaking up, not really saying, hey, you know what? I'm confused. I don't know what I want. I'm not sure what to choose, that kind of thing. And I feel that also part of the challenge has to do with the fact that somebody might be rather domineering, controlling. You know, they want to control the outcome. They want to control everything. You know, they want to control the person. They want to keep everything in control. But while inside, they are losing control themselves. Is this you? Hopefully it's not. But if it is, I feel like this is all about taking your power back, right? The Emperor is all about, you know, he stands firm in his power. And so I feel that part of the challenge has to do with the fact that you are not understanding that you actually have more power than you realize in this outcome, in this situation. But you need to stop giving your power away to that which you cannot control. Okay. Now, introverted, it says here, I know I don't say this enough, but I truly do love you. Somebody here has been rather introverted as far as their feelings. Somebody is not speaking up, is not expressing themselves about how they feel, whether you towards somebody here towards you, but somebody really does care. They really do love the other person. However, you know, there's a butterfly, a blue butterfly there on her mouth, which means that this person has not said it. They haven't really verbalized, you know, their love. It could be challenging also for some of you guys to know, is this worth my time? Because this person hasn't told me that they love me, right? Maybe it's challenging for somebody to tell you how they really feel, or for you to say this to someone. In the recent past, you have the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. So yeah, in the recent past, there was some kind of disappointment. You were very sad. You were very disappointed because you put in a lot of work, a lot of effort into a soulmate union, soulmate connection, into somebody that you thought was the one. Whether the right partnership in business, the right partnership in love, you felt like this was it. And this person's situation ended up in some kind of a disappointment, even though you gave it your all. You put in all the work and you put in all the effort. Okay. I feel that, in the recent past, you thought about this person a lot, you know, or this person thought a lot about you. I feel like it was you. There wasn't a day that went by that you didn't think about this person, because you really thought that this was the one for you. Okay. But that's why, again, that led to some kind of disappointment, because you had high expectations of that person, place, thing, job, situation, whatever that was. In your present energies, you have here the Page of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the World. So right now there's a cycle that is completing itself. Something here is ending. Something here is, you know, kind of alerting you, hey, you know what? This cycle, you need to put it to an end. Are you putting it to an end? Because there's a lot of drama right now. I feel like there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of arguments. There's a lot of disagreements. Okay. Whether it's a sense of jealousy, a sense of competition, a sense of always triggering each other. There's just a lot of drama right now. And a lot of times people, you know, try to stay in that connection, job, situation that has a lot of drama because why? I mean, because you've been there for a while, because, you know, you feel that it's giving you something that perhaps you can't give yourself. I mean, what is it, right? Because I feel that this cycle is a cycle here that is already closing out, and it's alerting you, hey, you know what? If you don't close it out, it's gonna lead to something bigger, okay? Like bigger drama. I feel that you're gonna receive a message. You're gonna receive a message. That message is gonna come through conflict. You're going to receive a message as to, you know what, this is already over. It's a chapter that you need to close out. You need to kind of have peace with the fact that, you know what, this is it. You know, it's time for you to move on. Okay. Apology. Yeah. I feel that maybe some of you guys might be waiting for an apology. I'd never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson and I am so sorry. Somebody's going to end up apologizing, but you do have to, again, draw the line and say, you know what? I think this is it for me. You know, I don't want to get involved in this anymore. I'm done. I've given what I had to give, and that's it, right? Again, an apology will be coming through. Okay, again, whether you towards somebody here towards you. Now, in the near future, you have here the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So in the near future, I see that there's going to be some kind of, again, more information coming to the light. Somebody here, you know, rushing in to deliver a message or to say something or to want to move things along very, very quickly. Now, I feel like you've already learned your lessons. You've learned your lessons. You know this person already. You've learned a lot from your past experiences, and you're not going to be moved just by, you know, this person's urgency. Oh, let's do this now. Let's do this now. I'm sorry. Let's move it. You're like, okay, you know what? No. You know what? Last time I did that, it did not work. So we're not going about this the same way. I feel like in the near future, you're going to learn your lesson. You're going to maybe even come across as a little bit cold-hearted, you know, give somebody a little bit of the cold shoulder, but I'm sensing that ultimately it's for your own benefit, because I feel like that's the only way to stabilize the situation, to stabilize yourself financially, emotionally, and or the connection itself, right? It could be whatever, you know, but I feel like that is your approach. That's going to be your approach by, you know, to say, you know what? No, now you want to move things along quickly. Well, guess what? Now I need to slow things down. Okay. Because now I want to make sure that this is going to be stable. Now I want to make sure that this is going to be long-term. Now I want to make sure that I'm going to get the results that I want, right? And that I'm not just going to be putting in the work and the effort in vain, you know? So now you're going to really think things through. You're going to ask questions. You're going to really, you know, have people sign contracts, sign agreements. I mean, you're going to literally cover all bases, I feel like, in the near future, because you're learning, you're expanding, you're mastering this part of you that perhaps before you didn't know, right? You didn't know better. But now that you know better, you will do better. So here in the near future, you also have the 5D. You make me realize that we are one. Meet me in the stars tonight. Yeah, I feel like this person needs a wake-up call. Somebody here needs a wake-up call by you right now, ending this chapter, right? A lot of times this this world card doesn't necessarily mean that it's an ending good for all, like just goodbye forever. I'm never going to see you again. It could just be some kind of a closure of that phase of that situation, right? Whether this is a career matter, family matter, love matter, whatever it is, in order for you to start doing things differently. Because when you show up differently, the situation by default has to show up differently for you. It's because you're entering literally a new timeline. It's a new version of you. You're doing things differently. Therefore, you're moving differently. Your energy is vibrating at a different level. Okay. And so you're attracting new things, different circumstances, even if it's in the same environment. Okay. So here it says 5D. Yes, you're going to make somebody realize that, hey, you know what? You guys are one. And they're going to say, you know what? I feel the connection in the 5D. Perhaps in the near future, you may feel that you are connected with a different person or with a new person. In the 5D, you can feel the energy. Maybe you don't get along in the 3D realm right now. Okay, but in the near future, I feel like you guys are going to be able to connect in the 5D realm, okay, in some kind of way, shape, or form, whether it's a new person and or a person that you already know. Now, in your opportunity, you have here the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant. Yeah, so in your opportunity, I see that you're going to have an opportunity for commitment, for celebration, for some kind of culmination. Like, okay, finally, we made it work. We made it happen. We finished this, or I finished this. I'm graduating, or, I'm finally finishing up this project, or I'm finally, gonna get married, or I'm finally gonna, have a commitment. I feel like there's going to be a huge celebration. It's going to involve family, friends, loved ones coming together in celebration as one. For a lot of you, it could be marriage. Opportunity also for you to open up your heart, to be in peace. I feel like you're just going to be over. You're just going to be like, you know what? I just want peace. I just want peace. I've had so much trauma. I've had so much going on in my life, and you're going to have an opportunity to have that peace within yourself and not feel resentment. Forgive, forget, okay, and learn those lessons, take those lessons with you. I feel like love is going to be introduced into your life. I feel like commitment. Somebody here, either a new person or a person that you already know, coming in with an open heart. I feel like this person has your best interest at heart. I feel like this person has very good positive and very pure intentions with you. Somebody either wants to marry you, somebody wants commitment, they want to offer you commitment. And if this is not marriage situation, this could just be somebody here, offering you advice, offering you some kind of guidance in a very genuine kind of way. It could be you seeking guidance, you finding that person that can guide you in the right direction. And for others of you guys, it could be you've learned so much through your life that now you're becoming some kind of guide to someone, some kind of a leader. Maybe you're going to put yourself out there in some kind of way, shape, or form, but definitely a lot of celebration, okay, happiness, joyous moments, commitment as well. You could be committed to you. Maybe you're just like, you know what? I'm going to commit to myself. I'm going to commit to, attracting people that are good for me instead of just going, into just different directions that might seem fun, but aren't really, that healthy, that kind of thing. Now I see here perception also. I only was able to see what I wanted to see. I'm sorry for not seeing your worth. Somebody here is going to realize, okay, as part of your opportunity that they weren't seeing your worth. If this is vice versa, you will realize, hey, you know what? I didn't see that situation's worth. I didn't see that person's worth, but now I do. Now I see things differently. I feel that for a lot of you, it's going to be somebody here that has not seen your worth, and this person was only able to see what they wanted to see because of selfish reasons, because they were selfish, or because they just had some kind of unhealed wounds. But somebody here is definitely going to be coming in to say sorry for not seeing your worth, and who knows, maybe this is the person that now wants commitment. Now they see that, wow, you know what? My life with you isn't a life at all. Okay. So let's see what that's all about. You can let me know in the comments below as well. But let's go ahead and ask a yes or no question before we jump into the extended. So ask a question. You will be getting a yes or no answer. Is this a yes or a no? Ready? Okay. Is this a yes or a no? All right. And drum roll. That is a definite yes. Wow. Okay, so this is all about strength. Okay, it could be a Leo for some of you. It doesn't have to be for everybody. But the strength card is all about, stay strong, be strong. You are stronger than you realize. It's a reminder that you are stronger than you realize. You will prove to yourself how strong you are. Sometimes people don't end situations that are toxic for them, that are dramatic for them, because they fear not being strong enough. But the only way that you can find out or reconnect with your strength is by actually doing what you fear. Okay. Do what you fear. What is it that you're afraid to do? Do that. Okay. I know it might sound scary, but do that, because that's the only way that you're going to overcome that fear. You're going to reconnect with the essence of who you are. And you're going to realize, what was I afraid of? Why was I so scared? Look, I mean, my God, I'm better off now, right? So strength card for a lot of you, it can also be the fact that through your strength, through your decisive, strong will energy, taking your power back, standing in your power, not giving your power away, that is the only way that you can gain the respect, okay, from other people, okay? This is not about aggressiveness. This is not about disrespectful, power type of driven energy. No, the strength card, it's all about that inner strength that is directly linked to kindness, right? It's directly linked to compassion. It's directly linked to, okay, sure, that person's not perfect. I'm not perfect. Okay, fine. Okay, but there are certain things, certain elements that bring us together. Let's focus instead on those, right? Let's focus in on what brings us together, what makes us, good people, what makes us the team, that we can be at times. And so when you focus on that teamwork mentality, you bring in that type of energy from that other person as well. Instead of focusing on your differences, you focus in on what brings you two together. So the strength card, that is a definite yes. Now let's jump right into your extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also, you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.